Greetings folks, and I hope your transporters are fully functional wherever you are in collecting land. And welcome back to the channel for another 1/6 scale figure preview. So what are we looking at? Well, a matter of hours ago, EXO-6 dropped a new Captain Kirk figure on us, and it is none other than Captain Kirk from the, I think it was, I'll check this, season 3, episode 9, that's right, yeah, the Tholian Web. Cracking episode. I can't believe there's anybody out there, any Trekkie out there who hasn't seen it. Kirk slips into another dimension, and the Enterprise is trapped by a Tholian ship weaving it into a web, and they have to stay stationary to recover Captain Kirk from the other dimension that he keeps slipping in and out of. But yeah, before we take a look at the photos, I would like to send the usual Enterprise-size shout out to everybody who's supported the channel, and please drop a like and hype on this video as it helps other people find Go Figure. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing any of the 1/6 scale previews, news, reviews, tours, showcases, and all that other stuff that we have coming up. So without further ado, let's dive in. And well, before we do, actually, I've got to say, I've spoken about EXO-6's marketing strategy before, and it looks like we are now going to dance around every single different version of Kirk from the original series before we get to the bridge crew. So I'm just hoping they come soon, because I'm old and I don't want to be pushing up the daisies by the time we get the proper bridge crew. But it is what it is. It's marketing. It's the way it works. But I'm not complaining. Another original series figure is nothing to complain about for this to go figure. So on to the pictures and the first shot. And I've got to say straight away, I think the screen accuracy, they've gone for the suited version, obviously. Now this is the suit that he's wearing when he slips into a different universe, a different dimension. He's wearing this on board. I think it's the Defiant that they actually beam across to. So they've gone for this suited version, obviously, and I think it looks absolutely excellent. As always, I will be popping up photos in one of these two corners here, some screenshots from the original episode, so you can do your own comparisons. But as far as I'm concerned, first impressions look excellent. Scale and proportions look on point. That suit looks phenomenal. That almost sort of tin foil look, I think, they've captured it beautifully. Not sure what material they're using here, because I'm not 100% certain what material they used in the original series, but it's looking great. It's got that sort of dull, well, not dull, but it's shiny, but it's got a bit of a matte finish to it as well. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. Nanjin Tam over at EXO-6 is a stickler for getting the materials right and the screen accuracy in the outfits he uses on his figures, and he doesn't look like EXO-6 have let us down here. And you've got that sort of all-in-one silver environment suit with the silver gloves on there, the silver boots. You've got the detailing around the bottom with these sort of black stripes going on, which is up top there as well, which is probably where the gloves and the boots connect to the suit itself. You've got these sort of pockets going on. Then you've got these blue and red tubes that are running pretty much from the red tube running the full length of the left-hand side of the suit and down the left arm, and then the blue tube sort of coming round the back, and all culminating in this sort of dustbin lid helmet thing going on here with this, well, I'm going to say clear section at the front, but it's actually, it's sort of opaque as it was in the TV show there. It's got a sort of, well, I won't say a dusty quality to it, but yeah, we'll stick with opaque. So the face is slightly obscured behind the sort of the visor portion of this helmet. But as far as I can see, the paint applications look great on that tubing and on those sort of panel sections just around the neck area there. All looks on point. So let's zip on to the next one. Now they've jumped in quick here with the head sculpt underneath that helmet. Only 9 photographs in total, so not a vast amount dropped here from EXO-6, but they don't tend to swamp us with these photos. But let's talk this head sculpt first. Well, there's a bit of a mixed bag here for me. Yeah, it's unmistakably Shatner. It's unmistakably James T. Kirk. Don't get me wrong, but as with the recently announced Enterprise Incident Romulan Kirk, there's just something in that head sculpt there that's not quite sitting right. And my gut feeling when I saw this for the first time, which was literally a matter of minutes ago, was that the face is too round. Now, is this an old man who needs glasses? I've said that before as well. If it is, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your opinion. Is it me? I think it's around the mouth area, and I think it's around this section of the face. I think he looks a little bit too chubby. I think there's a little bit too much in that face area for me. I mean, as I say, unmistakably Kirk, unmistakably Shatner, but it just looks a touch off. I'm not saying it's a bad head sculpt, please, don't get me wrong. I think it's an excellent head sculpt. The skin tones, the skin textures are right. Eyes are nice and glassy. The eyes don't seem to be a problem for me. They're the right distance apart. The hair, really, really well done. We're into season 3 here, and we're starting to see it with that slight kink in it. You've got that fringe that's swept over. That's on point. Individual strands are picked out. The style is right. The color is right, and the paint applications look great there with browns and mixtures of sort of hints of blonde in there as well. But there's just something in this lower face that's just looks a little bit too rounded for me. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think. You've got those pointed sideys which fit perfectly and are screen accurate as well. Nose, lips look a little bit off to me as well. Maybe that's contributing to it. Maybe a bit too thick there. If I just look at this lower mouth portion here, there is something off as well. But as I say, let me know in the comment section below. I would say this is probably 85–90% on. But yeah, let me know what you think. Still a very, very good head sculpt, if not perfect though. And we can also see that detailing at the top of this environment suit as well. And I've got to say, it looks absolutely nailed on. You've got the silver flecking in those blue and red panels at the top there. The sort of the detailing on here. These circles that are at the edges there and run down the side, almost like valves and buttons and so on, attachments, almost like rivets. They're really well done. That flecking's continued throughout, and that flecking is correct as well. Yeah, I think, I mean, this suit, I think it was Whom God Destroys. This suit was reused for that episode. I think it even crept its way into an episode of Mork and Mindy as well at some point. Pretty certain it did. Was off, and found its way onto that TV show as well. It was reused, but yeah, I think they've done a cracking job with the suit here. Obviously, this support at the side here is going to be for that to keep that material helmet arrangement in place, so it doesn't just sag down. So I'm going to assume that they made that out of material as well, and that looks excellent too. Just that head sculpt, yeah, a little bit reticent on that head sculpt. But on to the next. Got a side shot here, and yeah, as per usual, we have the phaser here. I'm going to assume that's magnetically attached, as it pretty much always is with EXO-6's Star Trek figures. So yeah, a little magnet in the side of the phaser there, and a magnet underneath the clothing, and never any issues with that. They're small magnets, but they're super strong, and as I say, never had a problem with them. And I've never had a problem with the phaser either, the original series phaser from EXO-6. Sculpting's excellent, paint is excellent as well, and the smaller handheld version there, rather than the pistol, comes away, which is always great to see too. Side of that helmet looks on point. The shape is right. That opaque surface at the front is correct, as is that sort of multicolored circle where the ears should be there. You've got the yellows, the blues and the reds going on, and that little red section underneath the visor as well. All look nailed on. The material looks great too, as we've already mentioned. On to the next. Odd choice of shot, this one. We've got him sort of superimposed over the top of the web itself and the Enterprise in the background. But it gives us an idea of the scale. I don't think there's an issue with scale here. The scale proportions look on point. Never had an EXO-6 figure that was out of scale or proportion, so yeah, it doesn't look like they've started here. Gonna have to assume as well we're getting the standard issue EXO-6 hexagonal base there with the interchangeable transporter pad and the usual crotch grabber. But overall, yeah, I'm thinking this is looking very, very good indeed. I am sort of preferring him with this helmet section on. For reasons that I mentioned earlier. But yeah, articulation looks good. Doesn't look like it's going to be limited by this this environment suit. So yeah, and the detailing on there is that white section, which looks like it's some form of canvas around the waist area, screen accurate, as is that sort of that deep plunging, almost like a neckline, which is the section of the helmet underneath. That's on point too. So yeah, can't fault this suit, really can't fault it, and I do love it. I think it's an iconic look. Whether I'll be picking it up or not, though, is another question. So here we've got him on the bridge, and this is where I'm, phasing in and phasing out of his universe. He appears ghost-like to other crew members as he's trying to cry for help from another dimension. But yeah, as mentioned before, you've got that contrasting colours there on that piping. So you've got the blue on the right-hand side, the deep red running down the centre, and almost a sort of a purpley pinky colour on the left hand side. Nailed on, can't fault it, and looking great. One in the transporter here. Suit, yeah, I'm all in with this suit. It's not an issue for me. I think they've done a cracking job here. As I mentioned at the top there, though, I do feel like EXO-6 are dancing a bit around. How many figures can we milk out of the original series before we paint ourselves into a corner and have to do the bridge crew? Who knows how long that's going to be, but yeah, another cracking shot there in the transporter. Another one on the bridge, detailing we've talked about there, all on point and nailed on. And I believe this is the final shot, and it's a close-up here. And this is why I prefer it with a helmet on. Side by side, next to that, next to the unmasked head sculpt, this look I prefer. And obviously it says Kirk in that red section with the gold lettering on the front there to designate his particular environment suit. So there you have it, folks. That is EXO-6's take on William Shatner as Captain Kirk from the Tholian Web. But what are your thoughts on this figure? Is it something you're going to be picking up? Is it an easy pass for you? Are you all in with everything, the original series? Me, I'm on the fence right now about this one. I'm pretty much in the same place as I was with the Enterprise incident, Romulan Kirk. I'm sort of like that. Probably this one might tip me over. I think this is an iconic look, and I think it will look great in the display. But I can't help but have some reservations, and mainly those reservations we've talked about. It's that head sculpt not being quite as good as I think it could be. It's good, but it's not perfect. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What have we got coming up on the channel? Well, there's plenty more previews, we've got plenty more reviews, got some good stuff coming in the not too distant future for full review, from Hot Toys, In Art, Susu Toys, Present Toys, Caustic Plastic, EXO-6, obviously, Iconic Studios, the list goes on. We've got quarter scale statues, quarter scale action figures as well, and we've got more tours, more showcases, and more of the good stuff. So as I mentioned at the top there, be sure to mash that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing any of it. And I suppose all it remains for me to say is a massive thank you for watching, as always, from myself and from William Shatner, aka Captain Kirk. Take care of yourselves, and until next time on the channel, happy collecting.